Hi guys, my name is Kazuma and today I wanted to show you my Overlord Blaze deck profile. Now this deck is very fun to use, it's unique, it has a lot of aesthetics. Like I said, I love building aesthetic based decks and it's very fun to use like I said a while ago because it has a unique play style. I worked hard to make this deck work. Some people think it's weird, but I think that's a form of uniqueness as well. Anyways, enough chit chat. Let's go get to the video. Now, we'll start with our main grade 4, which is Supreme Heavenly Emperor Dragon Dragonic Overlord the Ace. Now, his ability is choose a face down card named Supreme Heavenly Emperor Dragon Dragonic Overlord the Ace from your G zone and turn it face up. If the number of face-up cards in your G-zone is 2 or more, until the end of the battle, this unit gets -1 drive. Once per turn, choose a card from your hand and discard it, and choose a card with Overlord in its card name and discard it. Until the end of the battle that this unit attacked the Vanguard, you may pay the cost. If you do, restand it, and it gets plus 5,000 till the end of the turn. So this thing basically is like a grade 3 with 2 twin drives attacking the Vanguard. So basically that's how it works. It's like a grade 3 with 2 twin drives attacking. It's very powerful. It's your main grade 4. Next, your second main card, which is second in command, is going to be Flare General Domjid Valor. First skill, Blaze. Second, when placed, counterblast. Turn a card from your G-Zone face up. Choose one of your opponent's rear guards and retire it, and this unit gets was 15,000 for each Sentinel in the drop zone. Once per turn, if your opponent's Sentinel or G-Guardian is placed, you may stand this unit if it's blazing and -1 drive. It's similar to Dragonic Overlord, the Ace, but this one's way better because it has a huge power boost for every Sentinel or your opponent has, and you for each Sentinel you have. I'm sorry for saying that. And if your opponent uses a G Guardian or Sentinel, this unit restands. Next, you will need four of Supreme Heavenly Dragon, Emperor Dragon, a Cell Grave Dragon. Very simple. Once per turn, choose a face down card from your G zone and turn it face up until the end of the turn. When this unit is blazing, draw a card and choose one of your opponent's rear guards and retire it. This is going to be your first stride, and it's very powerful because it has the blaze ability, and you keep drawing an extra card and you retire one of your opponent's rear guards, which is good for pressure. Next, your G Guardian is going to be Divine Dragonite Absalom. When this unit is placed in the guard circle during the battle that your Vanguard attacked by your opponent's Vanguard, you may pay the cost. If you do, this unit gets 10,000 for the battle for each open rear guard circle your opponent has. Now that is powerful. This is one of the most powerful G Guardians for Kagero, in my opinion, because for each open rear guard your opponent has, this unit gets plus 10,000. So it's almost like a Sentinel. Almost like a Sentinel. Next, my favorite Cray Elemental, Snow Element Blizza. Choose a face down card from your G zone and turn it face up. When this unit attacks the Vanguard, you may pay the cost. If you do, this unit gets 5,000 for each face up card in the G zone until the end of the turn. This is my favorite Cray Elemental, so I usually place him in a lot of my premium decks. Next, we are never gonna forget the Xerath Dragon. Xerath Dragon of Inferno, Drachma. Now, this unit, its ability is it binds all of the units in your opponent's field, including the Vanguard, and they choose 4 cards, in my opinion. I'll check. Then they place 1 as the Vanguard. Now, this is one of the strongest, if not number 1, most famous Xerath Dragon because its ability is so broken, in my opinion. So, it's important to have him in your deck. Anyways, this goes for our grade 4 lineup. Now we'll be going next to our grade 3 lineup. First of all, our first grade 3 lineup is going to be Dragonic Overlord, the legend. First skill, Generation Break 2. Choose a grade 3 or greater Flame Dragon from your hand and discard it. Until the end of the turn, this unit gets 15,000 plus 1 drive and plus 1 grade. Choose 3 cards from your hand and discard it. Until the end of the battle, this unit attack or rear guard. You may pay the cost. If you do, restand it. Now, this unit is like Dragonic Emperor Dragonic Overlord, the Great, because when it attacks the rear guard, it restands. So it's very powerful. And let's go to its second skill. Counter +1, Soul +1. When this unit is placed in the Vanguard, you may pay the cost. If you do, look at the top 5 cards on your deck and search up to 1 Flame Dragon among them and reveal it to your opponent and put it to your hand and shuffle your deck. So first of all, this serves as a grade 4. That's its first skill, basically. Number 2 is it's a good card searcher. If you're searching for Flame Dragons, which this deck has a lot of Flame Dragons, it helps with the synergy. Next, I run 2 Lava Blast Dragons. Rear guard. At the end of the battle, this attack the Vanguard. Put one of your Dragon Knight Fahim and Dragon Knight Nazer from your rear guard to your soul. This unit, stand this unit, and this unit gets 15,000 until the end of the turn. So it's one of a good rear guard support because first of all, it gives a lot of soul charge and it restands plus 15k. So if you're running any force markers, I would recommend Force 2 because it will give a lot of pressure. Next, my favorite grade 3, Fire Rage Dragon. Vanguard, rear guard. When placed, counter +1, soul +1. Put the top card of your deck to the drop zone. Choose the number of your opponent's rear guards in the same card or the same grade as that card. Retire them. If it's a 0, this unit gets +1 critical. Now, this is my favorite unit because first of all, it has a force marker on it. Number 2, it's good for retiring. It's random. Lastly, even if you don't retire, you still get a critical, which is a good deal. Anyway, that goes for our grade 3 lineup. Next, we'll be going to our grade 2 lineup. First of all, I run 3 Dragonic Burnout. Counterblast, put the grade 2 greater card from your drop zone at the bottom of your deck. Choose one of your opponent's rear guards and retires it. Now, this is my favorite card. I have 3 of him because, first of all, it recycles grade 2 or greater cards to make sure that they go back in your deck. So if you need a card and it's in your drop zone, using this unit, you can recycle it back to your deck. Next, you would also need Dragon Knight Shakur. First skill, Blaze. When this unit is placed in the rear guard, if the number of your rear guards is less than your opponent, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose one of your opponent's rear guards and retire it. If your Vanguard is blazing, this unit gets plus 2,000. So power up and blaze. Next, you will need 3 Dragon Knight Fahim. During your turn, if you have a grade 3 rear guard, this unit gets plus 10k. This is my favorite grade 2, because it's a fast grade 2. If you need help, if you need support, it gives a lot of 10k, instant 10k the moment you have a grade 3 rear guard. It goes well with Lava Blast Dragon. So if you have Lava Blast Dragon in your rear guard, boom, instant 10k. It's one of the best support you could find for, Kagero, in my opinion. Now, let's leave space for Emperor Dragon Knight Nahalem. During your turn, if you have a Vanguard with Overlord in its card name, this unit gets 2000. Auto rear guard. When your opponent's grade 4 or greater attacks, this unit gets plus 5000 until the end of the turn. So, this is a basic power up. It's good for Overlord decks because it's good for the synergy. Kai uses it a lot, and like I said, we're running an Overlord deck, so you need Emperor Dragon Knight Nahalem in your deck. Oh, anyways, that goes for our grade 2 lineup. Next, we're going to talk about our grade 1 lineup. First of all, you would need 3 Lizard General Conroe. First of all, it helps search for an Overlord, basically. Next, let's focus on the second skill. Retire this unit, choose up to one of your Vanguards with Overlord in its card name. Until the end of the turn, whenever your grade 3 Vanguard attacks, this unit countercharges twice. So that's, very useful in the battlefield. Next, you would need Lava Flow Dragon. This unit, I usually use it as a free stride. When you're paying for a cost for a stride, this unit gets plus grade 2. We would ignore the first skill because it's not really useful. It's usually for Blade Master, but we're running Overlord deck. I just placed them here because we need this card for a stride cost. Next, Dragon Knight Nazer. When placed, if you have a Vanguard or grade 3 greater, Soul Blast 1, look at the 7 cards from the top of your deck, call up to one of them, which is grade 3 among them, and shuffle your deck. This is basically a superior call. It works well with Lava Blast Dragon and Dragon Knight Fahim. This is usually the combo, and this is the combo I'm talking about. Superior call. If you have a grade 3 rearguard, instant 10k. When this unit attacks, put both of these guys into the soul. Restand this plus 15k. So, that's the combo behind this. Next, we will be talking about our perfect guard. Our standard perfect guard is going to be Flame of Tranquility, Airmo. Now, first of all, the basic perfect guard ability. When placed in the guard circle, disregard a card from your hand, nullify. The second skill is, if you have an Airmo in your drop zone, draw a card and discard a card from your hand. So you would need this if you have a bad hand. It can help you configure your cards better. So that's pretty much it. That goes for our grade 1 lineup. Now let's go to the triggers. Four heal triggers. Dragonmon Genjo. 2 Fire Chase Dragons. Generation Break 1, retire this unit. When your opponent's unit is in the same column as this unit, retire all of the cards that are within this unit. So it wipes out an entire column. It's one of my favorite. But you have to retire him, so it's a sacrificial pawn. Next, 3 Demonic Dragon Mage Rakshasa. 3 of him. Next, 3 Angry Horn Dragon. Next, Over Trigger. I usually just place the regular Over Trigger because he's very powerful, and I don't see the point of having any more Over Triggers. And plus, 2 units with 1 million power up, so I think that's pretty useful on itself. Next, Seal Dragon Artipic. Put this unit to your soul, choose one of your opponent's Kagero units. That unit gets plus 3000 till the end of the turn. Now, we won't ever forget our starting Vanguard, Lizard Runner, Undo. So that pretty much sums it up. That is our grade 0 lineup. Now, let's go to another important, crucial part I wanted to talk about. For this deck, you may run Force 1. It's good, but in my opinion, I think Force 2 is a lot better. In most of my premium decks, I usually run Force 2 because I think it gives more pressure, especially if you place even one of them into the Vanguard circle. So in my recommendations, always use Force 2 when you're using premium. Place the Force 2 in the middle, which is the Vanguard circle, and that's it. Even if you have one or two of them in the battlefield, that's enough pressure to work with. So that's pretty much it. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had a great time making this deck. It's a aesthetic deck. I love building decks. It's based from art. I like it when it's, themed like the anime or a bit different. I want my decks to be unique, fun, colorful. I want it to be, to have a lot of unique maneuvers. Anyways, that's all for today. If you guys have any questions, type it in the comments below. You can check my Instagram. You guys can check my Discord server. You guys can contact me there. Anything other than that, peace out. I wish you guys the best, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next video. Bye bye.